When I was a little kid, I played with Barbies all the time. Now, don't get the wrong idea. A lot of planning went into this playtime. I had to dress and name each Barbie, and then make sure every hair was in place and know which doll belonged to which family before I could start. Then came the exciting part, the wedding. Life couldn't start for Barbie and Ken until they were married. I dressed Barbie in her white wedding dress and Ken in his black tux. I would stand Ken up front and he would wait for Barbie to walk down the aisle. I can still remember the first time I watched The Wedding Planner. It was 2004 and it was an average day. I went to school, came home, did my homework as soon as possible so I could play. When I was finally done, I ran into my room, dragged the tub of Barbies out of my closet, and lifted them onto my bed. Sitting on my bed, I spread the Barbies out all over my Barbie comforter. While I was dressing the Barbies, I decided to watch some TV. Flipping through the channels, I found the opening scenes to The Wedding Planner. They start with a young J-Lo planning the wedding of her Barbies. It was uncanny how similar her actions were to mine. I was really excited about it. Well, at least initially. Then I noticed the little girl playing with Barbies looked like she was around 6 years old. This dampened my spirits, considering I was in the 6th grade. Here I was, double her age, doing the very same thing she was doing. I remember that my face grew hot with embarrassment and shame. My peers had long ago put away their Barbies and picked up makeup. While I was spending my evenings with Ken, they were on the phone with their boyfriend. Clearly, I'd missed the memo that it was time for me to grow up. Problem was, I didn't want to grow up. Life is happier in the make-believe. It gave me an escape from reality. I didn't want to grow up and face grown-up problems, like where to go to college, what job I would have, who I would marry, or even worse, who would my date be to the Valentine's dance next year? Reluctantly, I packed all my Barbies away. Fast forward 6 years, I'm now a senior in high school, and it's time to pick a major. Enter the movie The Wedding Planner again. This time, I looked through it with a different scope. I no longer wanted to plan Barbie's wedding. I wanted to plan real weddings. I still wanted to be like J-Lo, but this time it wasn't the 6-year-old J-Lo I wanted to be, but rather the grown-up J-Lo who wore a headset and had an emergency kit hidden under her blazer. I wanted to help make one of the biggest days of a person's life run smoothly. In 6th grade, I felt like the wedding planner had robbed me of all my joy by stealing me out of my childhood land of make-believe. 6 years later, it had all been made right when the wedding planner revealed to me that I could keep my childlike heart and still be a grown-up. I could get a paycheck for planning a fairy tale. I had decided to become a wedding planner. I believe that God had always intended for me to be a wedding planner. God wants more than anything to give me the desires of my heart. He saw my sorrow in having to pack away my Barbies. So he wanted to give me another way to play make-believe. He must have chuckled at my initial reaction to the wedding planner, knowing that it would play a crucial role in my life. He used a movie to guide me to where he wanted me to be. Oh, and I might still have a tub of Barbies in my closet.